interest, I think. Words came gradually to be, which means the words have undergone an evolution and de-evolution from their original significance to change through history. Also in relation to beliefs, changes of beliefs, the degree of the sexual so-called liberation, which gave rise to the idea of perverting what to some people is viewed as pure. In Egyptian writing, words are used that are by many read with a 2025 understanding of words, which we need to understand is a narrow-minded way of understanding something written thousands of years ago. After thousands of years of evolution of language and de-evolution, we know that, for example, a foggy day, not the same word as fog, can give associations to something sexual, though it is not. Big, size, huge, turn on, lick, worship, take control, etc. Many words in Danish that are much more like dirty dishes, with so many undone dishes words. A little wink or glance is enough to make known to the receiver of the message that there is a looking down upon the receiver, wanting to reduce, like subtracting respect and serious talk, reduce the receiver into something like genitals and intercourse, or even less than that. The strategy is very much used by men in order to keeping up the patriarchy, inspired probably by the name Cleopatra, Pater, which is a feminine role model, a woman. We do not know in how many ways words change their meaning through historical times. To look at images, hopefully not change too much or not at all, since the atmosphere around the whole remaining manifest that witness of ancient peoples, and trying to feel and interpret is all we can do to attempt to understand. Egyptians talk about excrements, but what was then the meaning of the word? About not getting the head separated from the body, maybe the head chopped off, or to not have the body do something not commanded and controlled by the head, the brain, the connection they had. They had halos with the divine of eternity. Children of rebellion, who were they? Were they children, or what did the word originally mean? Rebellion might also have changed meaning since then. Open up the mouth of someone in order to speak from a divine source, like being possessed, not to be shut up, like shutting a door inside, be shut away from the divine that opens the mouths to speak through the Egyptians. Shut up, bitch, is an expression that does not go that far back. Oh, it does. We do not think the way we do not think or don't whatever. I don't know how I cannot read it's written in a way that but we do not think about the words we say. That's what I'm going to say here. Until we do, or some have always done, to shut up what? Something that is commanded to be locked away, to be shut up upwards, to the powers of the divine, to be in control of. You think it is inappropriate what is said. Therefore, shut it, the door. Do not speak from that place inside you. Shut the door. Shut it upwards, away from you, for the divine to control, because you think the speaker is out of control. Many phrases said very fast without thinking about what is said. In Danish, there is a sentence that is, or was said often, control yourself, which fits with shut up, explained before. Prøv at være med at pervertere. It's like they drive around telling me that I'm such a waste of time. But I don't think it is. As long as my children are not here, I'd rather spend time on thinking about things like this instead of socializing with the psychos out there. Stop it sounds like you knowing it is out of the person's own control, or that it has possessed the person, and you want the person to control it, make it stop it, to be purified, pure gold, which means something in relation to worth. When you are pure or purified, your worth is magnified without you having to look through a magnifying glass. It's so retarded, Denmark. Like them, fuck, they can't. Do people understand anything of what I say? Or is it just no? Do you understand that language went through evolution, de-evolution, backwards, or new meanings of words, which means we cannot read old texts and expect the words to be the 2025 meaning of the words. It does not mean that nowadays that children are not children. It means back then it might have meant something else, or that rebellion nowadays is not rebellion, it is, but back then rebellion was something else maybe, we don't know. But we live in 2025. We cannot live in Egyptian ancient times because we do not. But the point of what I'm saying is we could think about what we say, and to me it's very important to express myself with words that make sense to me, which makes it sometimes people misunderstand me because I do not use a lot of cliches to make myself understood by other people. But of course I do use cliches as well, but you easily get misunderstood because you don't use the blah 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 blah. Then people have to think about what you say, which is difficult to many people. Not just the routine of blah blah blah. So I have to shut. To control as a prayer. Shut it up. Now, I'm not saying that we are to talk like that. I'm just illustrating it. So that so when you are pure or purified, your worth is magnified without you having to look through a magnifying glass. Also to make the understanding of magnified in relation to magnifying glass as something is made larger. Clean is in relation to drug abuse. Not dirty, no dirt in the body that is unhealthy, like a type of poison to the body, like dirt in your mind, dirty thoughts, dirt on vegetables, too dirty to consume, eat, to consume or eat, not healthy, not clean by soap, then it is also unclean, in contrast to hands, which are clean after having washed them with soap and water and all disinfected them with but not clean if you have a wound. It is only to be rinsed with cold water. Relatively speaking, a relative is family. not only feeling like family, being familiar to something you know, recognize, something something can refer to living beings as well, or something inside them, though not really things inside them, not the table inside them, or the sunglasses, or the dishes inside them, but something referring to qualities, good or bad, though good quality of good quality makes it sound like a positive word only, but qualities can be good, be recognized as good qualities, or recognize bad qualities. What good quality is then a product. What type of good quality? Because you have good or bad quality. Healthy, heal, thy, if you split up the word, if you into commanding the food to heal thy, be healthy. Now we know about healthy food. Maybe it was like holy water and wine in the church, and bread for sins to be forgiven. The water, wine, bread have been made holy with words, and from words said while being in connection with the divine word, God, word,